On this new episode of the Photoshop Basics on TutePad, we're going to learn about selection tools. Selection tools are used to protect an area on your image so you can calmly just paint or do whatever you want without damaging anything around. We have various selecting methods and we're going to talk about them so you see the ones that suits you better. The first one is the Marquee tool, used mostly to create simple shapes. To deselect, press Command D. Now, before we keep going, let's see some options all the selection tools have in common. Up here, you have these 4 little icons. When you have the first one selected, means that if you have a selection on your canvas and you create a new one, the first one will disappear. What the next button do is add selection. You can add as many selections as you want. And if you need to correct or remove something of this selection, use the next option, which will subtract a part of your selection. And the last option is the intersection. Trace a selection on top of the other, and you will get the union of both. Now, let's explain the Lasso tool. Lassos could be used as a substitute of the pen tool if you're still afraid of using it, but it's not as precise, so I would recommend you to go back and learn how to use that tool. The first one is the Lasso tool. We could say that it works like a brush because it follows wherever the mouse goes. If you're using a tablet, it might be a bit more easy to control. Else, you're gonna have a really tough time using it. It's not very precise, and you might think it's a bit pointless, but it's very useful if you have various elements on the same layer, and you want to move one of them. Go around the object with the lasso, and you're done. The next lasso is the Polygonal Lasso. This is a bit more precise, but as you might have guessed by the name, you will only get straight lines. So if you have a curve, you're going to have to make a lot of mini straight lines. If you get wrong one of the points, press delete and keep going. When you're done, double click on your canvas or go over the starting point, and when this little circle appears, click. And the last of the lassos is the magnetic lasso. This tool can only be used on very high contrast images because it works selecting the same color pixels. So as you see in this diffuse circle, it doesn't work very well. But on the other hand, it works perfectly on this silhouette. The last selection tool we're going to see is the magic wand. And like the magnetic lasso, it works better with high contrast images. Just click the area you want to select and you're done. So this is everything you need to know about selecting tools. Hope you find it useful and see you on the next chapter. Bye!